Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'll continue our lesson is about making requests and asking for permission. Like what we already learned about request. Request is asking someone to do something for you. And asking for permission means you ask permission from someone for you to do something. Okay, let's continue. Making a request. This is the example of making a request. Hey, could you get me some coffee? Or, hey Mike, would you please turn on the TV? Next, can you close the door please? Next, could you please clean the house? Okay, from here, we use could, would for someone who is older than you. For example, your parents, your older brother, your older sister, or your grandparents. Next, it's a bit different with the other because you use mind here. Would you mind if you give me some water? Would you mind if you give me some water? If you don't mind, it means that you agree with that. So you can say no, of course not. If you mind, it means that you are not willing to do that. You can use yes, I'm busy now. Next, would you mind closing the door? Okay, it's similar with would you mind if you give me some water, but would you mind if you give here without ing. But if you just use would you mind, it means that you need to give ing here. So would you mind closing the door? So the positive response means that you want to do it, so you answer with no, of course not. If you're not willing to do it, you can answer yes, I'm busy now. Okay. Next, this is the positive response for 1, 2, 3, 4 requests. For example, positive response, you can use sure, or yeah, sure, or yes, sure, or certainly, or of course. Okay. But if negative response, you can use sorry I can't, or I'm afraid I can't, or well, to be honest, it's a bit inconvenience, or I'm sorry I can't, or I'm afraid I can't. Maybe you have a question. Yeah, for example, Mr. Why not answer like this? Yes, I could, or yes, I would. Okay. For request, it's different with ability. Okay, it's different with ability, it's different with past form. So, could here, could is not always answer with could. Okay, or would here, you no need to answer with yes I would. Yeah. Asking permission means you ask to someone for you to do something. For example, hey, can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your pen? You can use this to your friend or to your little brother or little sister, someone that younger than you, or same with you. Next, it's more polite than can I. You can use, hey Mike, may I turn on the air conditioner? Or could I have some coffee? Or may I go out please? Okay, may I go out please? And would you mind if I close the door? So the answer for the positive answer or positive response, you can use sure or yes of course or yes go ahead. For example, can I borrow your pen? If you means that you are sure want to give your pen to your friend, it's okay if you answer sure. If you only have one, you can answer no you can't, because you only have one. Okay, next, hey Mike, may I turn on the air conditioner? If you are willing to do it or you approve their permission, you can use yes of course. If for example, if the air conditioner is broken, you can say you can't, no you can't. Next, could I have some coffee? Yes of course, for positive. Or negative, you can say sorry you can't. Next, for example, may I go out please? You can answer if yes, yes go ahead, or if no, I'm sorry you can't. Okay, next, would you mind if I close the door? Okay, like what I said before, no go ahead means that you willing to do it, or somebody approve your permission. Okay, if yes means that they don't approve your permission. So it's different with 1, 2, 3, 4. It's different. If this one positive answer with yes or sure, but this one, if you willing to do it or someone willing to do it or someone approve your permission, you use no. You use no. If you don't have permission, the answer is yes. That's the difference. Okay, next. Read and practice the conversation. Hey Maggie, could you please close the door? What do you think? This is positive response or not? Yes, this is the positive response. Yes, of course. So Maggie will close the door. Then her friends will say thanks, and you, Maggie, say no problem. Okay. Next. Marky, where are you at? I'm in the playground, Mom. So this is the conversation between Mom and Marky. Could you please buy me a Coke? I'm sorry I can't. What do you think? Marky willing to do it or not? This is negative or positive response? Yeah, good. This is the negative response. Why? Then Marky answer, I'm playing here. Okay, I hope if your mother or your father asks you to do something, you answer with positive response. Okay. Next. Jane, can I turn on the air conditioner? What do you think? This is request or permission? Correct. This is permission because we use I here. Sorry. And then yes, go ahead. It means that positive response. Thanks, it's getting hot in here. No problem. Okay, next. Practice asking permission. You want to turn on the TV. What will you say? ya. You can say, may I turn on the TV please? Okay, like that. Next, you want to go out from the room. What will you say? May I go out from this room please? Like that. Okay, next, you want to borrow the stapler. What will you say? May I borrow your stapler please? Like that. Practice making a request. You ask your friend to close the window. What will you say? Yes, can you close the window please? That's correct. Next, you ask your sister or brother to buy you a drink. What will you say? Could you buy me a drink please? That's correct. You can use could or you can use would. Next, you ask your coworker to get you some coffee. What will you say? Could you buy me some coffee please? That's correct. Next, ask permission to your seatmate and let them respond. Hey, can I borrow your pen? For the positive response, you can answer yes, of course. If negative, answer sorry, you can't. Next, hey, may I sit beside you? The positive response is yes, of course. For negative response is sorry, you can't. Next, be careful. Hey, would you mind if I hug you? If you want it, answer with no. If you don't want it, answer with yes. Would you mind if I hug you? No, no problem. Or would you mind if I hug you? Yes, it's a little bit inconvenient. Next, hey can I have some paper? The positive response is yes, of course. Negative response is sorry, you can't. Next, practice make a request to your seatmate and let them respond. Hey, could you please stand up? If you positive respond, you can answer yes, of course. If negative, you can answer sorry, I can't. Next, be careful. Hey, would you mind if you buy me some milk? The positive response, no, no problem. For the negative response, yes, I'm a little bit busy right now. Next, can you close the window? The positive response is yes, of course. The negative response is sorry, I can't. Next, can you get me some coffee? For positive response, you can answer yes, of course. For the negative is sorry, I can't. Okay, today's task is make 4 permission using can I, may I, could I, would you mind if I, and make 4 requests with can you, please, could you please, would you please, or would you mind if you. Okay, that's the task for today. I hope you can do it in your notebook and then take a photo for it and then send it into OneNote. Oke, jadi anak-anak, tugas terakhir adalah yang ini, membuat permission 1, 2, 3, 4 and make request 1, 2, 3, 4. Ditulis di buku catatan bahasa Inggris, lalu dikumpulkan